Hi, welcome to You, Me and Mediumship. Quick reminder for all the circle members, our next meeting will be on Wednesday 3rd of April at 6:30 p.m. GMT. So I look forward to meeting you there. If you'd like to join the circle, if you pop on to Patreon, where I'll leave a link at the bottom of the description. If you pop on to Patreon, have a look, see if it's something you might like to do, you're more than welcome. So we're going to use the same link as last time. Obviously, anybody else who signs up, I'll get that link sent over to you. So I look forward to seeing you then. So that's Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. GMT, Wednesday the 3rd, I should have said. So yeah, I'll see you then. So we're talking about spirit and soul. So the soul of an energy, the actual soul itself, is the individual part of source, the individual side of things, if you like, that personality. The element of source obviously runs through every living thing. It runs through us all. If we take a snippet of that energy and give it an element of consciousness, personality, then it becomes a soul. It's the individual part that flows with source and which source flows through. So that is the soul. Spirit is slightly different. Spirit it changes as it progresses. So if we take a look at a spirit, the spirit side of life, if you like, that element is a progression. That spirit is a progression. So the soul itself is the personality, the consciousness, that snippet of source, if you like. And then the spirit is that energy that may have taken on many personalities over time and may have experienced many different conscious levels over time. It is still part of source, obviously, but that spirit is something that will progress, it will grow, it will become brighter. The soul, okay, is just a way of describing that small part, I guess, a small part of source that has personality and consciousness. If you imagine source, so the energy that flows through everything, being numerous, infinite facets of personality and consciousness, then you're getting somewhere. You're starting to understand. If you try and imagine that, many different consciousnesses, many different personalities, many different souls. They're all snippets of source, very tiny, small elements of it. The spirit, like I said, is still part of source, but it is the part of source that will progress through experience, through many lifetimes, through many consciousnesses. So if we could take one lifetime, one consciousness, one pathway of experience, we can name that as soul. The soul is the element of that one lifetime. And spirit is built up of many lifetimes and is what progresses, which grows in light, in love, and obviously in knowledge. So it is slightly confusing to a degree. So I've put it as simply really as I can. So, please, if you have any questions about that, leave a question in the comments. So I'll run through it quickly again. Don't want to bore you to tears. So spirit is many lifetimes, many consciousness that it's experienced along its path of progression. That spirit is that element of source that progresses. And then the soul is an individual. So it's a small part of spirit that grows throughout one lifetime. The soul is a single experience of a single lifetime. So spirit obviously is part of the larger picture. The soul can exist not just in human form. Obviously there's a soul to all living things at different levels of consciousness. But obviously as it progresses, it becomes more consciously aware. So we can have the soul in an animal, and obviously a soul in a human being. They are both conscious, but at various degrees. And I'll take the opportunity really of explaining that consciousness in itself is probably, would take a few books to go through and try and describe exactly what consciousness is. But we only can comprehend consciousness at a certain level because of our state of being, if you like, where we are on our own individual journeys and what we can comprehend as humans, if you like. So consciousness, we kind of narrow it down to not many living things, really. We don't see consciousness as being vast. And I think it would be probably better maybe for science if it could, instead of just studying consciousness within the human mind, it might be a good idea to try and concentrate more on consciousness and where it exists, not just presume that consciousness itself is within maybe a lot animal kingdom and ourselves. Consciousness exists well outside of that. There are many things that are consciously aware, but obviously to various degrees. It would be interesting if we could capture it outside of like the animals and the human beings. It would be interesting if we could do that, but I don't think it's something that we can truly comprehend. So probably would never really truly understand the different levels of it. There are many levels of consciousness that run throughout many different things. So I hope that helps help you with the difference, or explaining the difference between spirit and soul. And I hope you understand how I described it. It's difficult. It's quite difficult to get your head around sometimes. So, just to bore you to tears even more, I'm saying it again simply because I know it can be quite difficult. So if you look at the spirit as the whole picture, so the spirit is an energy that consists of many lifetimes, many experiences. And through those experiences, it progresses as it flows with source. soul is one individual experience of consciousness, and that personality, that is the soul. So we could put, if we could put all the souls, well, a spirit's experience, if you like, into a row of souls, numerous souls, through which it's expressed itself through many lifetimes. We line up all the souls. It's a kind of pathway of the journey of spirit. I hope that helps. I hope it explains the difference. So please like, please subscribe. Helps me an awful lot. Thank you to all those that have subscribed. And any questions, please leave in the comments. As you can probably tell, I've got a little bit of man flu yet again, but never mind. So I'll try to be as clear as I can be. It probably sound like I've got my head in a bucket, but I do apologise for that. But have a lovely evening, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Don't forget the circle on the 3rd of April, and I'll see you all there. Bye for now.